Welcome back to Hands-On Equations, Verbal Problems. Today we're only going to do 3 problems. We're actually going to do 2 together and then you're going to do 1 on your own. We're going to start with problem number 37. Carmen purchased 1 postcard and received $3 in change. I know that 1 postcard seems to be important because it has a number with it, and $3 in change seems important. Anna purchased 2 of the same postcards, so that's important, and received $1 in change. If they each gave the cashier the same amount for the purchase, what was the price of each postcard? How much did they each give the cashier? We have 2 questions here. What was the price of each postcard, and how much did they each give the cashier? So we need to think, what is our pawn going to be? Well, we're talking about these postcards that we don't know the value of. The change that they're given, we do know the value of. It was $3 for Carmen and $1 for Anna. So our unknown is our the amounts for each postcard. So we're going to let pawn be the price of each postcard. And then we're going to set up. It says that Carmen purchased 1 postcard. So if the price of each postcard is a pawn, 1 postcard is going to be 1 pawn. And received $3 in change. So she's got $3. So she bought the postcard, and she's got $3 left. So that's why those 2 things are together. Now we're going to talk about Anna. Anna purchased 2 of the same postcards. So we're going to draw 2 pawns. And she received $1 in change. So Anna now has 2 postcards and $1. If they each gave the cashier the same amount for the purchase, which is why since it was the same amount, that's why we put it on opposite sides. So this side is Carmen, and this side is Anna, because we know they each gave the same amount to the cashier, so that's why they are equal. So we want to know what was the price of each postcard. So let's solve. We have 1 pawn on the left and 2 pawns on the right. So we want to take away the smallest number of pawns. Is that 1 or is that 2? Of course that's 1, so we're going to take away 1 of these pawns from the left, and if we do it to the left, we must do it to the right. Now we have Carmen with 3 and Anna with a pawn and a 1. Well, we want all of our numbers to be on one side together, and we have a pawn here, and that's the only pawn left, so we want to leave that pawn there. So we're going to take away this 1. And if we do that, we have to take away 1 from the other side. That leaves us a 2 cube. So now if we look, on the left we have a 2 cube, and on the right we have a pawn. So pawn is equal to 2. We said that pawn was the price of each postcard, and our question said if they gave the cashier the same amount for the purchase, what was the price of each postcard? So first we're going to say the postcards cost $2 each. Well, that doesn't answer everything because we also have the question, how much did they each give the cashier? That actually is going to be our check because we want to know how much total money they walked in the store with. Well, if we go back to the green, we know that pawn is 2, and then she had $3 change. So that's going to be a total of 5. And on the right-hand side, we have 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 equals 5, and that's our check. Actually, that was what we should have been writing for how much Carmen had and how much Anna had. So they each gave each girl gave the cashier $5. Let's move on to problem 38. And here's our problem. Elizabeth bought 3 pastries and received $1 in change. John bought 1 of the same pastries and received $7 in change. If they each gave the cashier the same amount for the purchase, how much did each pastry cost? How much did each give the cashier? So they each gave the cashier the same amount. So if it's the same amount, I want to put everything for Elizabeth on one side of the balance and everything for John on the other side of the balance. So first, let's talk about Elizabeth. And then we're going to talk about John. So Elizabeth bought 3 pastries. Well, that's the unknown. We don't know how much a pastry cost. So pawn is going to be the cost of 1 pastry. And that's going to be a pawn. So we're going to say that that Elizabeth having 3 pastries is going to be 3 pawns. And she also had $1 in change. And then John bought 1 of the same pastries. That's our unknown. We don't know how much that cost. And received $7 in change. If they each gave the cashier the same amount for the purchase, how much did each pastry cost? So we're just going to solve. So we have more pawns on this left, so I want to take away the pawn on the right. So if I take away this 1 pawn on the right, what do I have to do to the left? Well, if I take away 1 pawn on the right, I have to take away 1 pawn on the left. Doesn't matter which one as long as we take one off. Now let's look and see what we have left on our balance. We have 2 pawns and a 1, and on the right we have a 7. So which moves should we make next? Remember, they have to be legal moves. We only have pawns on the left, so we want to leave them there. So we need to get rid of the number on the left. How do we get rid of the number 1? Well, we're going to subtract it or remove it. If we remove a 1 from the left, we must do it to the right. So I'm going to take my 7, take away 1 from it, and make it a 6. So let's look at what's left. We have 2 pawns equals 6. If 2 pawns equals 6, what does 1 pawn equal? 2 times 3 equals 6, or 6 divided by 2 is 3, so our pawn has a value of 3. In sentence format, that means if a pawn is 3 and pawn is the cost of 1 pastry, we would say that 1 pastry cost $3. Well, that was the first question. If they each gave the cashier the same amount for the purchase, how much did each pastry cost? But next we need to know how much did each give the cashier. So to start with, Elizabeth had 3 pastries and $1, and that's what she got back from the cashier. So if 1 pastry is $3, 3, 6, 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So Elizabeth gave the cashier $10. See about John. 3 plus 7 is 10. That's $10 also. So Elizabeth and John, Elizabeth and John each gave the cashier $10. So now we do our check, and if we add up, 369 plus 1 is 10. So we have 10 on the left. And on the right, we have 3 plus 7, which is 10. And 10 is equal to 10, which is a check. Now you have problem number 39 to complete, and that's going to be completed independently. I'd like for you to do this now. Make sure that you answer in sentence format. The next problem does have only one thing that you're solving for, but it might be a little bit tricky, so you need to make sure that you find out how many fish are in the family. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you again.